Hey, what up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here for the second week in a row. My chair's all messed up. But for the second week in a row, I was able to watch NXT on the WWE Network on Wednesday night. And honestly, I'm glad that I'm getting back into the NXT swing of things. I was able to pick up an Apple TV, so now I'm not fighting with my wife back and forth over having the one out of the bedroom bringing it in here to watch things, and sometimes having to wait until she goes to sleep. So I'm really excited that I'm watching the show, especially with WrestleMania coming up. I got the WrestleMania fever. I was able to do my WrestleMania travel unboxing today. The package came in the mail. All hyped about that. All hyped about NXT TakeOver Dallas and the huge card that they're going to have. This week's show, honestly, it wasn't a dynamite show. It wasn't even really a good show. It had a really good main event of Neville versus Finn Balor. I think everyone can see that this was just sort of a placeholder of having a good match as we wait to see who Finn Balor is going to be taking on. But it is also a treat to really get to see Finn Balor wrestle anytime you get to see it on NXT. It's going to be a shame that right now he's sort of treated like a treat. But when he gets to the main roster, we're going to see this guy wrestle probably on Raw and SmackDown each and every week, and it might lose the special feeling about it. You might see him get sort of sucked into the mid-card like AJ Styles. But we got hopes that this guy's going to be the guy who probably saves WWE. So that's the one thing I like about watching NXT each and every week. But really, the first 3 matches on the show was all jobber matches. The one thing that probably people will remember more than anything else will be Austin Aries had his debut coming in from TNA, and everybody knows the story about WWE turning down Austin Aries back in 2011, but him going to TNA and tearing it up and getting the offer to come to NXT and I guess wrestle part-time and also do indies, sort of like the Samoa Joe deal. I don't know what's going to happen for him. Maybe, Samoa Joe and Austin Aries are going to be the guys who sort of, anchor down NXT when Finn Balor goes up to the main roster. Or maybe he's just going to be a guy that's there to have, big matches for as long as they think that they can use him. And then he'll go on down the road. But, Samoa Joe really hasn't lost the special feeling when you get to see him. So Austin Aries really could be special as well. First match of the night was the Vaudevillains going up against a team of just straight jobbers. I don't even remember their names, and I was hoping that WWE would tweet them out so I'd be able to steal them their names off of here. But basically, the Vaudevillains got a win. It's been a while since we've seen them get a win. I'm guessing that the NXT tag team division is more than likely going to have some sort of a big match coming up, because we saw the Vaudevillains win this jobber style match, and then we saw the Hype Bros, they had a promo later on in the show about maybe settling down and getting more serious and see where they can go in the tag division. So NXT has more tag teams than WWE has. Someday, some of these guys have to get called up, but you can really tell they're hyping up Big Cass and Enzo Amore going after the tag titles. They're going to be the number 1 contenders against Dawson and Dash at the show, and I'm hoping that this is when we're going to see Team Soft win the titles. So where that fits the Vaudevillains, where that fits the Hype Bros, we'll have to see where that goes from here. But they have a big show coming up at Roadblock, where that's where they're going to do the Enzo and Colin Cassidy going up against Dash and Dawson. But I would think that that's still going to be the match at Dallas. They've been hyping it up too much not for it to be there. From there, we had a match against Emma against Santana Garrett. We had Dana Brooke come down to ringside with her and act as her outside manager. I haven't seen Dana Brooke wrestle in a really, really long time. I'm not 100% sure, but at least I haven't seen her since SummerSlam weekend. I know that they did the deal with Dana Brooke against Asuka, and then it was sort of like Emma was fighting Asuka, and you knew that Asuka was going to kick her ass, and I thought they would do Dana Brooke versus Asuka again, but they ended up not going in that direction. But real fun stuff with that. Santana Garrett, I think she wrestles for Shimmer, and I've always heard big things about her. This is the second or third time I've seen her wrestle for NXT. She's good. I don't know if NXT is really going to sign her or just continue to bring her in like they have brought in Blue Pants in the past, but we'll see. They announced the match next week, which is going to be Eva Marie and Nia Jax going up against Bayley and Asuka, where more than likely we're going to see Bayley and Asuka start to split off and then lead towards their title match at NXT TakeOver Dallas. Austin Aries came out for his debut when he was brought to the ring by William Regal to sort of put over him being the newest signee to NXT. He was beaten up by Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin saying that basically this was on the hands of Commissioner Regal for not putting him in the title match. I'm guessing that it's going to be Austin Aries against Baron Corbin at NXT TakeOver Dallas, and Austin Aries would probably win that match, at least have a feud for a little bit. And then in the main event, it was Finn Balor going up against Neville. These guys had a really, really good match. It wasn't great for the one reason of I don't think the NXT Championship was on the line. It never really seemed like Neville had a shot to win the match. I don't even know if it was non-championship or not, but I just was like, they're hyping up this match for Finn Balor so much with the winner of Zayn and Joe that he's not going to drop the championship here. But it was a good match to watch. A lot of fun stuff, seeing the guys do their finishers. And then even when Balor got the win, the good sportsmanship between Neville and Balor. Because last week when the show ended, I thought it was a real heel promo from Balor about waiting to see who he was going to be facing at the special between Zayn and Joe. So, I think this is good. I have fun watching NXT each and every week. There were those 3 jobber matches, but in the end, it was a good show. 1 hour. I was glad I watched it. Hope you guys check it out on the WWE Network, and I'll see you guys down the road.